Hey everyone, Coach Sullivan here with MGS Coaching Football. To the people who have subscribed to my channel, I thank you, and if you haven't, I hope you do. I just finished my 38th year coaching football. I was a defensive coordinator, but throughout the years, I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator. I've been a head coach, all of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. Today, in this presentation, I'd like to talk to you about one of our A.F.C's, automatic front and covers, versus a unique formation that we call bunch. And I'll go over it, bunch tight to be specific. And the A.F.C is just what we call check brown, right? Bunch tight brown, okay? So the check brown rules, we get into our base 50 front. So our base 3-4, right? Let's get back to what we're in the most. Comfort level for the players. We put the mic to the bunch, okay, and the backer away. So the boom, done. All right, defensive line, left and right as always. The rover goes over number 2 unless number 3 is on the line, and therefore the dime's over number 3 unless number 3 is on the line. So I give you 3 different looks at the way we've seen bunch configurations over the years. And so I'll also bring in our automatic overhang as well, okay? Because this is a 3-by-1 formation. It's automatic, what we call invert on the 1 receiver side. It's check steal, which is an automatic on the 3 receiver side. So again, A.F.C, automatic, front and coverage, okay? So first of all, let me just explain to us, and I understand people call it different things. Bunch is 3 receivers all within a couple of yards of each other. They're bunched together. Okay? So here we got, right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all within a few yards of each other, bunched together. What makes it a bunch tight, okay? Whoever is on the line, whether it's number 2, number 3, or number 1, the minimum is 2 yards from the tackle to the widest it can be is 5 yards from the tackle. That's a tight. Because there's also what we call a bunch wide, which is a different A.F.C. Okay? So 3 receivers bunched together within a couple of yards, all maximum within 5 yards of the tackle. Okay? So that's how we come to bunch tight. Now we have, because typically we get a wide receiver, you could have a tight end away. All right? So I acknowledge that, but I'm keeping it as a wide receiver for now. Okay? All right. And what I just noticed is I'm missing my corner over here. All right, so what is check brown as it breaks down? Now we know what a bunch is and tight, okay? So it's a 3 wide receiver set, which brings in what we call automatic overhang, which is both outside linebackers on the same side. Okay? Both rover and dime are on the same side of the 3 wide receivers. Okay? So in the case of rover over 2, 2's on the line, it is a no-brainer, right? Dime's on number 3 unless he's there. So there it is. Head up on 2. The outside linebacker off the line is even with the mic, so toes at 4. The field corner is automatically 2-by-2 off of number 1. And what we say is get at the heels of your defensive end. So you're not off sides, and it's an automatic check cloud. Free safety's at 12, and he's over number 2. And then over here, it's the usual alignment, 1 receiver side away from 3 receivers. When we call it check steal, 2-by-12, automatic sky for the whip. The boundary corner rolls up outside shade press of number 1. Okay? Both of our inside linebackers, since it's a 50, are 51 techniques. The dime here is a 71 technique. Okay? So now on the snap, he screws down to get into the box. He screws back. Okay, so we get an extra guy into the box. Essentially, it's a 9-man box versus the bunch tight, which is why we're in check brown. Okay, I don't plan on getting into all of the assignments on the check steal side, 3 receivers, or the invert side. The only thing I'm going to get into is that rotation. Safety screws down, corner bails, tempo bails back. That's it. Okay? So that's bunch tight center. Quarterback's under center. Gun bunch tight away. So this would be an east. But in our huddle, it would be tagged in the formation column away, meaning halfback is away from the 3 receivers. Okay? So now, number 3's on the line. So remember the rules. Rover over 2 unless, right? 3's on the line. 3's on the line. Rover's over 3. Dime's over 2. Boom, done. 2 by 2 again. At 12 over 2. 2 by 12. Invert. Snap of the ball. Screw down. Tempo bail back. 51. 51. 71. See, everything stays consistent. And again, we got 9 in the box. Okay? Gun bunch tight 2. So this would be a west, yes, but the 2, halfback is offset to the 3 receivers, or to the bunch. Away from the bunch, to the bunch, right? Pistol's pistol, behind the quarterback. They have to be a gun. So now, same deal, right? Rover's over 2 unless, Dime's over 3 unless. Well, now number 1's on the line. So Rover's over 2, Dime's over 3, right? There's only 3 of them. One of them's usually, unless it's unbalanced, and then now he would be off. So I'm not getting into the unbalanced. Okay, but that is a possibility. Again, 2 by 2 outside of 1, check cloud. Now the way we do it, the rover is at depth with the mic, so his toes at 4. And now the dime is on the heels of the defensive end. So they're staggered, so they can't get picked off in the bunch. Okay? Again, free safety at 12 over 2 on the snap. Screw down, bail back. Again, you get that 9-man box. Okay? Again, 51, 51, 71. So it stays consistent regardless of which of the 3 receivers is the guy on the line of scrimmage. Okay? So what we found, and you got to tailor this to what you find in your opponents and scouting reports and tendencies and all those things. Okay? What we have found, as teams run a bunch tight, we have found it to be a running formation more than a passing formation. Okay? So that is why we have gone with check brown, which right off the jump street, essentially it's an 8-man box, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then in the invert, it screws the 9th guy down. And we've got immediate force right on each edge with good level integrity. And it's very sound versus the pass. You'll have to see my playlist on check steal with the invert on the other side. Okay? So again, you start off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-man box becomes a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 becomes a 9. Because of what we've seen with bunch tight, this is why we run check brown. Okay? So again, if this doesn't work for you, no problem, don't use it. But at least maybe learn something from it as to how it can work and fit in with whatever your base is. So if you do get running tendencies out of this formation, set your base defense up to accommodate that. There's a lot more gaps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the other factor. In a bunch tight, and this is what I'm going to close with. On a bunch tight, you have 6 gaps To defend on the 3 receiver side. 6. Okay? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? 6 gaps. So you got to make sure you have them all accounted for. And that's why we do this. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The nose and the backer account for the 6th man, the overlap. So we have it nailed. Okay? So even if you're not getting a lot of run, you still got 6 gaps to defend. So if you don't line up correctly, a good offensive coordinator is going to say, I should be running it. And now you got some open gaps. All right? So with that, I will end this presentation. As I said at the beginning, the people who have subscribed, I thank you. To people who haven't, I hope you do. To everyone, please reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com if you have any questions at all. And I hope you have a great day.